Hello, coolers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We started with our goalkeeper, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. In a recent interview, Ter Stegen talks Messi, Xavi, Pedri, Gavi, Lewandowski, Busquets, Barcelona captaincy, and many more. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then to conclude the episode, talking about this report claiming that Barca could abandon the pursuit of this Athletic Club defender, Inigo Martinez, if they renew Marcos Alonso. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Ahead of Barcelona's season restart this weekend against Espanyol, goalkeeper Marc-Andre Ter Stegen has granted an interview to Mundo Deportivo, during which he discussed several important topics ranging from the club's form to his teammates and the season objectives. Talking about how he is feeling ahead of the restart of the campaign, the German goalkeeper said, "Very well, looking forward to it. It's not an easy situation for the coach because some played many more games than others in the World Cup, some finished on the 18th. It's not easy to manage this, and I think they have done very well. Now we are at the same level, so we can focus on what's to come." Barcelona have not played for almost 6 weeks, right? And we will resume La Liga campaign with a demanding clash such as the Catalan derby against Espanyol, and Ter Stegen is releasing the challenge, as he said. That's how it should be. Everyone knows what a derby means for Barcelona, and we are going through everything. Currently leading the La Liga standings with a 2-point lead over Real Madrid, Ter Stegen insisted Barcelona deserved to be in front, saying, "After all the time we played before the World Cup, I think we deserve to be the top. Now we have to fight for the next 6 months to be there at the end and lift the cup. These are the things that everyone loves, and we have a chance to continue with the same dynamic as we finish the league in November." While Barcelona have a fully fit squad for the game, Robert Lewandowski will be unavailable due to his 3-match suspension, but the goalkeeper is confident that the team can cope without their ace striker, as he said. "He's a player who makes a difference, but I'm calm because we know we have a lot of quality, especially up front. It won't be easy to make up for his loss, right? But I'm sure we'll do it differently and it will be the same." In a recent interview, Lewandowski admitted to have a good bond with Ter Stegen. Giving an insight into the relationship, the German star said, "Above all, what we always want is for the new signings to get used to what the fine gear very quickly, and we try to show his quality." When asked if Lewandowski was the best signing Barcelona had after Lionel Messi's exit last year, he said, "Above all, I think he's a player who makes a difference, and Barca knew exactly what they were going to find and what they were going to sign. He's a player who needs little explanation. Everything he has achieved so far, what he's going to bring us. I'm happy because it always helps the club and the teammates, especially because it's important to have people with experience." On Lewandowski's suspension, he said, "I can't get involved in something I didn't say, nor on the pitch, which was 70 or 80 meters away from my position. It is a decision that they have taken, and we are going to respect that. We accept it, even if we have a different opinion. We are going to try to get everything right, and even if Lewy is not here, we'll be able to continue in a good dynamic," he said. The chat then shifted to Lionel Messi as Ter Stegen was asked if the Argentines World Cup triumph ended the debate of who was the greatest footballer of all time. In response, he said, "I don't think there is no one like Leo. He deserves all this, and he deserves the satisfaction he always needed. But for me, there was never a debate in the first place." Ter Stegen, of course, Ter Stegen's Barca teammate Sergio Roberto had recently admitted that he had messaged Messi after the World Cup but had not received a response. When asked if he too had sent a message, the German shotstopper said, "Surely he must have received my messages." With Gerard Piqué retiring, one of the captaincy slots at Barcelona had opened up, and Ter Stegen has been tipped as the frontrunner for the role. On whether he would be interested in taking it up, he said, I've already said that wearing an armband at Barca is very special, and the times have been able to do it. I've won it, with a lot of pride. But in the end, we have many personalities in the dressing room. Now Gerard Piqué has retired, who was a very important person in the dressing room, and it's difficult to compensate for that. But now it has to be a few more experienced players who have to fill the gap. It is the perfect time for everyone to set up. At the same time, he insisted that it was important for his teammates to step up, saying, "Whether or not I am the fourth captain, something I would be very proud of. I asked all my teammates to take a step forward. That is not necessary to wear the armband, but to be an important person in that dressing room." Having been at Barcelona for more than 7 years now, Ter Stegen has integrated himself well inside the club and the city. So when asked if he would retire at the Camp Nou, he said, "It's a question that comes with a little bit early because I'm looking forward to playing for many more years. Barca is a perfect club for me personally at the moment, and I'm proud to wear this shirt, and I have all these years. I am delighted because people treat me very well here. They respect me a lot, both personally and my family too, and now it's the perfect place for me." Not long ago, after his arrival, Barca enjoyed a great success under then manager Luis Enrique, winning the famous treble. But things have not gone too well for the club, especially in Europe in recent years, which has had an effect on Ter Stegen. He said, "Those defeats, especially the ones in Rome, Liverpool, or against Bayern, leave you with very bitter taste. And this is not what we are looking for and what we want to be," he admitted. "I think we made a change in the dressing room, a lot of changes, and we also started to create other habits with Xavi, who has a very clear idea. This helps us to get back to where we were. There were some tough years, but they weren't Barca teams that didn't know how to play football, although the way we lost or were eliminated is not how we should be." Talking about the objectives of the season, Ter Stegen said, "Above all, we need to win titles no matter what. We are in very good moment. We have many titles to win, and the objective is to get into good dynamic, which is key to being at 100% in the games." The 30-year-old also full of praise for Barca midfield prodigies Pedri and Xavi, as he said. They are two different players, they have age in common. They are both very young, but football-wise, they are spectacular, especially as a fan. It makes you very excited to see young players who dare a lot, who have nothing to lose. This is good and I love it. Watching the two of them give me a very good feeling, and I hope it continues for many more years to come. The former Borussia Mönchengladbach ace also discussed the relationship with Xavi and whether it had changed from having been his teammate to now playing under him. He said the relationship has always been one of the great respect for each other, and now, he is the coach, but for me, nothing has changed. The respect remains the same. We talk, we are very honest, and this is what I am. I asked for him to be honest, to improve. Ter Stegen said. Now he's in another role, but it doesn't change anything. I listened to him anyway. With what we also said, we was last at Barca, but he also had a lot of importance in that dressing room, and I'm happy for him and that he's been able to come back. It's the right and perfect place. Also talking about Sergio Busquets, whose contract expires at the end of the season, Ter Stegen admitted that he wishes for the 34-year-old remains at Barca beyond the season. He said, "Of course I would. He gives us a lot of peace of mind. As a person, it's difficult. In difficult games, he has this experience that young players can't have. It's impossible for them to have it, or for me to have it. But he won many titles. He knows what he is like, and in the end, he is a person who gives us a lot of peace of mind on and off the pitch." Signing off, the German international had a message for everyone ahead of the new year. As he said, "One wish is that, above all, for the team, which is a great team, that we have health, and of course also for the fans, because that is the most important thing. If you have it and you can walk and have your personal goals, good health, to you too. And let's hope that together it will be a great year for Barca." Then on to the next story of discussion. Since joining in the summer, Marcos Alonso has become a key part of Barcelona manager Xavi. The defender, who turned 32 yesterday, has added depth at left back and also helped the team, playing playing centre back, as a makeshift, and putting in some reliable performances. It has prompted Barca to hand him a new contract, with the current one expiring at the end of the season. A new deal is set to be discussed, with its duration yet to be finalized, but all signs point towards the ex-Chelsea man renewing at Barca. And according to Mundo Deportivo, Barca could decide to cool off their pursuit for Inigo Martinez. The Spanish centre-back has been a target for Barca ever since the summer. A move for him was in the works until Jules Koundé arrived. However, the interest in Martinez never faded, and reports suggested that Barca had plans to sign in 2023 and would become a free agent. The veteran La Liga defender is set to sign a new contract with Athletic Club, and it has been previously suggested that Barca may already have a verbal agreement with the player over his next move. However, Alonso's emergence as an option in the left-sided centre-back role could prompt Barca to, of course, end their pursuit for Inigo Martinez. It is no secret that the club are in a iffy situation financially and need to manage their resources so carefully. Arago, Koundé, Garcia, Christensen, four top choices at centre-back, Alonso emerging as a fifth choice, so it is why the club are not even interested in signing a replacement for Piqué already. And should Alonso ink a new deal, Barca might decide to drop their pursuit for Martinez altogether. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.